Jessica, nice job. Your sketches are a little light, but I can pretty much see them. See them pretty well. So yeah, the food one's always really fun to do. Let's see what you have here. Oh, this one's kind of interesting looking. You know, a suggestion I try to make, and again, you don't have to necessarily follow it if you don't want. I would try to stay away from the one point head-on perspective with everything symmetrical. You know, same kind of legs, same arms. And again, it's just more interesting when you kind of mix it up. You know, again, you don't have to have the same, you know, the same objects for everything. This one's very similar to this one, so you might want to change this a little bit. Need to see a little bit more variety in these. Again, kind of similar with the donuts. You don't have to use donuts for eyes. If you know, you can just evoke an eye if you want. Again, pretty head-on symmetrical. I think you can do a little bit more with pushing the objects and just experimenting a bit more. This one's the most interesting just because it looks different. But again, I would stay away from too much symmetry and too much the one-point perspective. And I'll show you what I mean. And again, I would probably just combine, you know, some of these objects. I mean, you're using a lot of the same objects. Which is kind of a little bit of a problem in terms of the variety grade part of this, so feel free to add more. But I would photograph these, and then you can mix and match them once they're photographed. Not sure what the trash can has to do with anything, so I definitely get rid of that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, let me show you a couple, some student work and what I mean by the straight one-point perspective. That tends to look flat. So see how you're seeing three sides of this printer? So you're seeing two sides and a top. And again, just kind of evoking what a head would be, not like making it look super just like a head. And this one's really successful because again, it's evoking a human character, but the objects are interesting enough and suggestive enough that it's really imaginative. And see how the use of scale for this back arm, smaller will recede, will look further away. Again, another kind of concept here with a head. Smaller legs in the background. Again, seeing two sides of these. This one's pretty cool here, smaller in the background. Again, seeing a couple different sides of this, so it's not just that head-on one-point perspective that's pretty static. Here's another food one too. And again, more than 5 objects, and he worked really hard with getting the background to be muted enough to show the caricature. And again, he kind of stuck with the barbecue theme, which is kind of a cool thing to think of too when you're doing yours. This one came out really good with all these cables, and again, a couple angles. This one's really fun. The background's way too, I would have got rid of, maybe put the dog back over here, but I wouldn't. It's just too much, but or maybe a simple barbecue. But again, really cool caricature. It's kind of got a head, but it's just evoking it. It's not super like, it doesn't look like those cartoons with singing fruit or something. And again, seeing several sides of the refrigerator. Same here. Really nice use of elements and how they really fit together. That's what I'm saying about doing more with the variety. Notice how many objects he has, and you don't have to, but again, a lot of variety. So you don't want to stick with the same objects in all of them. So just really push yourself, because this is a really fun assignment too. So anyway, nice job on your sketches. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I'll see you in week 2.